Hi, I'm AJ Singh, CPA from GNS. Today we are talking about 1099 information returns. We file thousands of these forms every year for our clients. You may be issuing these forms, mostly 1099 miscellaneous and 1099 NEC. Some clients may be issuing these forms to misclassified employees. We will do another podcast for misclassification issues. That is, treating what should be an employee as a contractor and giving them a 1099 NEC form. Please view the AB5 podcast. I will leave a link at the bottom. Let's talk about some very important penalties, especially for this time of the year. We help many clients with 1099 miscellaneous and 1099 NEC forms, which is a new form to be provided to non-employee contractors. 1099 miscellaneous is still used in certain situations, for example when you pay rent to your landlord or if you pay a limited liability company for services of $600 or more. So let's go over the penalties for not filing these forms timely and not reporting the correct information. These penalties apply to 2022 1099 forms that are due in 2023. That is, the penalty applies if you don't file the forms on time or if you don't provide the correct information on the return. There is a $50 penalty per form if the form is filed within 30 days of the due date. The penalty increases to $110 if filed after the 30 days but before August of 2023. If you don't issue the form or the form is filed after August 1st, then the penalty increases to $290 per form. Now, if the business intentionally did not file the forms, then the penalty is at the minimum $580. But it can increase depending on the dollar amount of the missing 1099 forms. So an example of disregard or intentionally not filing is if you have done the computation for the amount that needs to be reported. You issued other 1099 forms, but you, the payer, decide not to issue the forms even though all the information is readily available. As mentioned before, the penalties are the same if you did not supply the forms to the recipient, i.e. your contractor. So if you didn't file the form or provide the contractor with the forms, then the penalty amounts I mentioned are double. It's really important to make sure the forms are filed on time. It's best to plan the filing in the year the forms are due by making sure the figures are ready for filing. The information needed to file, such as the W-9 forms, which will have the names, tax IDs, and addresses for the payee, should be collected from every contractor. Hopefully the W-9 forms are being collected from every contractor before the payments are issued for services. Now, if you do get this penalty, then we can assist you in obtaining penalty relief. If, for example, you have reasonable cause for not filing. Also, if the error in the amount falls within $100, then no penalty shall apply. Filing correct 1099 forms should not be taken lightly. The penalties can be big. Please let me know if you have any questions in regards to this podcast. I'm AJ Singh, CPA from GNS Accountancy. I look forward to speaking to you soon.